Jump League.
What's up, guys? This is going to be week 2 of the Triple Jump League. I'm very excited to hop straight into the results. My name is, again, Jake Thompson. Also, JT Jumps on all social media platforms, bringing you the latest updates from the league. All right, let's take a look. Now, the first person on our list is somebody who also appeared last week, coming out of Old Miss. It's going to be Jump Professor's very own Jay, with a very solid jump of 14.52 meters, also 47 foot 8 feet. Now it's going to be very consistent from what we saw last week with that 14.48 jump, a 4 centimeter improvement, and I'm really liking what I'm seeing here. He's keeping the form consistent. He's floating through those phases, very, very balanced, very, very floaty. I love to see it. Now, I think the next step for him is really going to be sending it down that runway. I mean, you can see he's bringing good speed, maintaining that speed well, but if he's going to be able to really push his limits this season, I think he needs to level up how he attacks that approach. All right, next on the list is going to be another returning athlete from last week. Coming out of FSU, it's going to be Laquan with a jump of 14.92 meters or 48 foot 11 feet, which is a little bit of a step down from last week where he had that 15 flat mark, but that's totally to be expected this early on in the season. Athletes are still trying to figure out, tweak little technique changes, and really push the boundaries of what they're capable of. So I have no problem seeing a little bit of a step down. I'm trusting that he'll be able to make some really great progress this indoor season going into the outdoor season. Now, it's a little bit hard to see because he's a little bit cropped out of the frame there, but what you do see is very, very impressive. And you can see how he's just floating through those phases. Great foot placement again, another thing he's very great at. Keeping that foot under the hips and really being able to create that stiff ground contact, just floats him through the phases and allows him to maintain his speed. Love what I'm seeing from Laquan right now. Those FSU coaches know what's going on, so I'm gonna trust them to continue to develop this athlete. All right, the next person that we've got on our list is gonna be coming out of Cal Berkeley, Jeremiah Bolanos with a jump of 5th flat, 49 foot 3 feet. Now this is gonna be his first appearance on the weekly update, and I'm really liking what I'm seeing here. He's gonna be the first person on our list to break the 15-meter barrier, and what I really want y'all to take a look at is just how absolutely viciously he attacks the ground. Take a look just at his shoes. You can really see how lightning fast those are whipping around into the ground, creating a lot of negative momentum. So he's reducing those braking forces by pulling his foot back into the track. I love what I'm seeing here. What I think that he could maybe do better is gassing up that hop phase just a little bit more, riding it out, being able to really get some distance and milk out every single centimeter that he can out of that hop phase. Otherwise, it looks incredible, and I have no doubt that he's gonna be able to go out very far this year. Now, coming in at number 2 on our list out of UConn, we've got Kyle Johnson with a jump of 15.54 meters, 51 foot flat. Now look at this jump. I love how he's attacking the ground again and being able to float through those phases. Now, I think that he might have lost a little bit of distance out on that landing. You can see that his feet come down a little bit early, it appears, but that's something that he'll be able to easily iron out in the coming weeks. This is a great start to his season. You can see that there's not a lot of leaning into the left side or leaning into the right side. Just very tall with a gradual slight lean to either side to really get into that hip. Now, the arms are also moving. He is really using them to keep him balanced, and I love what I'm seeing. 51 feet, 15.54 meters is going to be a great start to his season. And now moving on to the winner of this week's competition. Out of the University of Tarleton, we've got Sir Jonathan Sims. Now look at this great jump coming in at 15.69 meters, 51 foot 6 feet. He really blazes it down the runway, does a lot of great things, balanced, attacking the ground. That jump phase, you can tell that he's getting a lot of flight time and he lands properly, keeping his tall posture, not losing a lot of distance on that forward rotation. Now this is going to be an athlete to keep on your radar this coming season as he's able to really start attacking that approach more and bring in even more speed than he is. He will really be able to maintain it all the way through and really go out to some far distances. I'm expecting 16 meters at least. Very, very solid jumping out of Sir Jonathan Sims with the ninja headband. All right, we are gonna move over to an interview with Jonathan, asking him a couple questions about his season opener and getting his thoughts on his season, preseason, and how he's looking to jump this year. All right, let's move over there. What's up, guys? I am here with Sir Jonathan Sims, coming out with a season opener of 15.69 meters. How do you feel about it? Do you feel good about this jump?
I could say yes, but then again, like, I have very big expectations for myself. I know where I need to be at. I'm way more technically sound than I was last year for sure. I definitely feel a lot stronger. I just have to put those pieces together as well because I'm a long jumper and a triple jumper, so trying to balance those, it's two different rhythms, two different cadences. It's just trying to figure things out. And plus, I was behind the board all weekend. It was bad. And when I did get on the board, I couldn't really control it because I didn't know what it felt like. So I'm figuring those things out slowly.
Yeah, that was one thing I did notice, is that your technique has been really, really solid from what I've seen. So what have you been doing in this preseason to really prepare for that more locked in technique?
I think for me, it's just having training partners. My teammate actually did beat me this weekend. He opened up with 1598. We pretty much had similar problems just getting on the board, but he found the board and I didn't this weekend. So I think we're going to go back and forth a lot. So yeah, I'm excited. He has a school record right now, but it's just his last year. I have another year after him. So hopefully we can go back and forth this year, have a little bit of fun.
Yeah, that healthy competition always really drives performance. So have y'all been like getting into it in practice, really competing, trying to see who's jumping further, faster, all that?
Not really. I mean, at practice, of course, like, we go back and forth, but it's a little bit different. We have different techniques. Like, we have different cues that we focus on. He's very technical, like, very technical. His technique is crazy. It's just me. I'm trying to figure things out. Like, I'm still new to it. He's 2 or 3 years older than me, so he has a little bit of seniority. Plus, he's foreign, so he's been doing it since he was really young. I was a football player in high school, so I'm still trying to figure things out myself. So I feel like I'm a little bit behind on the learning curve when it comes to technique. So it's kind of, yeah, I think that's my biggest downfall right now.
Well, that's one good thing, is that technique is a lot easier to fix. If you have like the physical capability, you can change the technique. So when did you start triple jumping?
I started freshman or sophomore year of high school, but I didn't really necessarily take it serious. Like, I didn't train in the off season. I was just going from football straight to track. So, like, I was kind of just thrown into it, I guess. My first time ever doing triple jump, I think I jumped like 43.11. And then freshman year of high school, I ended up jumping 46.4. So, like, I had natural, like, abilities for it just because I was always fast in a sense. So, like, it's just trying to figure out small things now, especially in college. Like, once you get to a certain level, you want to be very consistent at high marks.
Yeah,
That's just the biggest thing for me, consistency.
consistency is key. Being able to hit the same marks and steadily improve throughout the season is going to be huge. So just one last question. Do you think that, or how do you feel that your football career played into your track career? Do you think it helped you, hurt you, maybe kind of distract you from it? How do you feel about it?
I think it built me, honestly. I know what it feels like to be hurting a little bit and still being able to perform when I need to. It's like, with football, you can't just, coach isn't going to just let you, oh, this hurts. Like, he's not just going to let you just back off. So, like, I'm definitely able to push through a lot more things than some people think I should, in a sense. And that's one thing I'm learning, like, with track, you don't need to push your body through certain things. Like, you can take a break, you can rest up, you have a long season. Like, that's one thing that I'm learning. I need to take care of my body a lot better. So I guess it's a blessing and a curse that I can push through things, but I'm learning that I don't need to.
Yeah, and it's hard to build that, like, that discipline because you want to, like, go out for more jumps and all that, but sometimes you just need to take a step back. Well, I'm very excited to see what you're gonna do this year. I'm seeing a lot of great things. You're probably gonna go out very far. So
Appreciate it.
thanks for coming on the show. Hope you have a great week and are you gonna have any competitions next week?
I'm sprinting in 2 weeks, and I'm gonna be long jumping in 3 weeks. I'm gonna triple jump at the New Mexico meet, the second week of February.
Okay, sounds good. I'll be excited to see it. Big thanks to Sir Jonathan Sims for coming on the show. It was a pleasure to have him on. I'm very excited about this week. Lots of great jumps, and I'm gonna be excited to see who's the second athlete to break the 16-meter barrier. Week 1, Sterling Scott broke it. This week, we didn't have anybody, but in the coming weeks, that 16-meter barrier is gonna be going down quite a few times, I'm anticipating. Well, that's all I have for y'all today. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you want to stay tuned and get more updates on the Triple Jump League and Jump Professors content in general, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you like the video, leave a comment who you think is going to be the #1 jumper next week. And that's all I have for y'all today. My name has been Jake Thompson, JT Jumps on all social media platforms. It's been a pleasure hosting this show. See y'all next week for week 3 of the Triple Jump League. Adios.